Imagine it's one of those random days for you as a homemaker, and you're just doing your laundry. And while you're still doing your laundry, all of a sudden you just remind yourself that, oh no, I have to go and clean the kitchen countertop. So you just rush down running, and then after reaching the downstairs and seeing the kitchen so cluttered, you will say, okay, I need to take up this first and I need to do it because I have to do the breakfast. So you'll start, cleaning the kitchen countertop. And when you're still cleaning the kitchen countertop, you'll all of a sudden remind yourself that, oh god, today I had actually planned to organize the pantry. So you just leave the cleaning of the countertop and you go to the pantry and you start organizing stuff over there. And then all of a sudden you'll remind yourself, no, 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 this is not a priority right now, I need to finish the breakfast. So you just leave that pantry organization halfway, and you go and you start preparing the breakfast. And while you're preparing the breakfast, all of a sudden you'll remember, oh my god, I have to finish the laundry because the uniform needs to be, dry by tomorrow. So again you go back running up there in the upstairs and you start doing the laundry. While you're doing the laundry, you are so exhausted by then, both mentally and physically, that you just go and sit at the corner of the couch and you start wondering, what is happening with me? Why is so much mess and chaos created for my routine today? Why am I not being productive? You literally don't have that kind of capacity to actually bounce back, get up back, and then just say that, okay, fine, I can do it, because you're so exhausted, both physically and mentally. Now, if I say that there is a solution for all these things, would you be interested in knowing? In fact, I would say this is kind of a magic potion that I'm going to share today, and it is called minimalism. If you achieve minimalism, you will not face such mess in your life. Yes, I can tell it with confidence because I have been trying to use this particular concept in my life, and yes, I'm doing it very sincerely. And the benefits that I get out of this particular concept is something that I cannot measure in words, I cannot convey, because it is it is something that is worth experiencing. It is something that worth implementing practically in your life and then seeing its wonder, its miracle and magic. Yes, it's minimalism. And do you know why all these mess and chaos gets created during a routine? It is because of the clutter, both on mental and physical level. Minimalism is completely focused on defeating that clutter which happens on the mental and physical level. So, with this concept, if you win over this particular weakness that we kind of, whether we knowingly do it or it just happens unconsciously, that we create this clutter on both a mental and the physical level, it becomes so dangerous that, as I just, you know uh, expressed that kind of scenario that we sometimes face. Of course we face, not everyone is perfect. Although we have a to-do list, sometimes we, cannot match up to the expectation. Finally we are feeling so exhausted and we literally feel like failures on such days. But as I said, if we understand the importance of this concept called minimalism, I don't think we will ever face such days in our lives. Yes, I'm telling it with complete confidence because I'm able to experience it. I am doing it bit by bit. And minimalism is something that you cannot achieve it overnight. You have to put in the efforts, you have to understand, you have to gain the knowledge, and then you have to put this kind of knowledge into implementation. Practically, you need to put that and see what wonderful results it is giving you. Now, if I have to tell you, or share with you what minimalism means to me, I would say that minimalism is a lifestyle. It is kind of a lifestyle philosophy, if I can put it in words in that way, which emphasizes that we need to realize that it is so important to declutter and downsize the things that we have, only so that we are able to function better and be productive. It emphasizes on the point that in order to achieve simplicity, it is always the right thing to understand what is necessary, how much is necessary to make our lifestyle beautiful. So, minimalism is all about that. It's all about downsizing, it is all about decluttering, both at a physical and a mental level. Just understand one concept, that you cannot separate the mental level and the physical level when it comes to the minimalism concept. It is like, if I practice minimalism on a mental level, it is going to affect on a physical level as well. And it's vice versa. That is, if I do it on a physical level, that is, if I start using minimalism on a physical level, then it will give me benefits psychologically, mentally. It will kind of show its result on a mental level as well. So yes, as I said, it is all interrelated. And in today's video, I would want to emphasize more about the psychological impact of the minimalism for us homemakers. And it's not just for us homemakers. If this minimalism is implied in other fields of life as well, then the concept remains the same, the benefits remain the same. So it is implied, I think, in each and every aspect of our lives. So if you are interested in such kind of contents, then stick around till the end of the video, because I am sure you're going to take home something from this video. And I'm so happy to share this particular concept and how it impacts us psychologically. And if you're new to this channel and if you like such kind of contents, then please do consider to subscribe to my channel and be a part of this beautiful community of homemakers. And if you're already a part of this community, then please welcome back. I am Vaishnavi and my channel is all about homemaking motivation, and my contents are usually related to the cleaning aspect and the organizational aspect of the homemaking. But I would also love to talk about emotional and mental health in my contents on this channel, because I firmly believe that homemakers are not just confined for cooking and cleaning. No, the concept of homemaking is so beautiful and it's so huge that everything is included in this particular job. Yes, homemaking is, of course, a job. And in this homemaking, we also need to emphasize a lot on our mental and emotional health as well, because we homemakers are not just responsible for cooking and cleaning, we are also responsible for bringing a home to life. We are creating new things every day. So, having a wonderful mental and emotional health is of paramount importance as a homemaker, and we need to have knowledge about it. So I love to talk a lot about the mental health and emotional health aspect of us homemakers on this channel. So as I said, if you're interested in such kind of contents, then please be a part of this community. Now, without any further ado, let's start today's video. The human psychology is very tricky, in my opinion. It's very tricky. And the main thing that we all aspire for is, that we want something, or we want to feel new, we want to have something new. And with that kind of psychology, we always get into shopping, and we always find ourselves that, although I have a particular thing, I want to have another one of that. It's very natural, it's just inbuilt in us, that kind of psychology. So in the process, some homemakers, or I could say most of us, we literally turn our house into museums. We try to bring so many things at home, and we say, no, we need it, we need it, we need it. We don't know where to stop, we don't know how much is too much. And in the process, as I said, we just turn our house into a museum. There is like everything. There's art pieces which are in abundance. There are home appliances which are like, they're repetitive items in the house. And this kind of clutter increases the stress in us as homemakers, because it is we who have to maintain those things. While we are buying, we are just excited to get something new to our houses. Or if we have seen somewhere and we are so influenced by it, and we say, okay, I need to own this, it is of good utility. And in like, in the process, we buy so much and we have so many repetitive items. But we also know for a fact that all these items have to be maintained by us, and when we have to maintain it, our stress level increases, our anxiety increases. And are we really enjoying these products end of the day? If it is giving us stress and anxiety, do you really think we are enjoying it? No, right? So we need to understand this basic thing that, advertisers will be there, products will be there. They are here to attract us. Now it is up to us how wise we are to understand how much do I need and where do I have to stop. Actually, typically we ladies, we have this mentality. In fact, one of those beautiful homemakers in this community, she had just left her comment in one of my videos, which I talked about mindless shopping, and she was so perfect when she said. I mean, I could relate it so instantly with what she said. She said that. I was just folding the laundry, and when I just saw the closet, although I have so many attires to wear, but still I feel when I have to go out, I feel that, oh, what do I wear, kind of a thing. So this psychology is so much in most of the ladies, most of the homemakers. It's like we want to own as much as we can, whether we want it or not. Becomes a secondary at times when it comes to shopping. So in this way, we accumulate a lot. We accumulate a lot, and we create the clutter everywhere. Be it the closet, kitchen, drawing room, be it our master bedroom. We just create that clutter, and we don't even realize that is happening. And end of the day, who has to take care of that? Who has to keep it clean and functional? As homemakers, it is us. And that increases the kind of stress level and anxiety level. So yeah, you're not happy, right, with this kind of mindless shopping and accumulation of things which create the clutter. And this clutter, by the way, does not remain on a physical level. If it is causing stress and anxiety in us, then obviously it is creating the clutter on a mental level as well. Minimalism teaches us how to get rid of this kind of stress and anxiety. And it is very simple. According to minimalism, the number one rule is declutter, downsize. So we should have this knowledge that I need to, if I really have to, invite the concept of minimalism in my life, the number one thing I need to realize is, if I'm not using a particular thing for maybe 6 months or even 1 year, then I need to realize that I am not going to use it anyway. So the only way out is purge it, give it in the form of charity, donate it to the people who are really in need of it. I mean, there are so many things that are just, lying around in the house. We are not using it. I don't know, why do we hoard it? So when you realize that yes, we are holding it, we are just keeping it for the sake of it, it's high time we start understanding that minimalism is so important in our lives. So, yes, the number one thing that minimalism teaches us is to declutter. Take out the time to purge, take out the time to realize that what is it that is necessary for me. Anything that is in excess, anything that is more, I can always readily, happily give it away to the people who really are in need of it. So now that I will downsize things, now that I will declutter things, you know what magic is going to happen? I will be able to understand that yes, this much is what I can manage, this much is what I can really take care of. And that reduces the stress and anxiety in us. How beautiful it is, don't you agree? So, yes, I would highly recommend, please invite this concept of minimalism into your lives and see the magic happen. It is just a very basic knowledge that we need to have, that how much is it that I really need? Why do I have to accumulate that excess thing? Right? So once I have that knowledge, and once I start understanding that this excess needs to be removed out of my life, believe me, it will not just beautify your house on a physical level, it will beautify your mind on a mental level. And that, according to me, is magical. That, according to me, is some kind of miracle in my life that will be unfolding in front of my eyes. And why not? I will take up such kind of concept in my life. And yes, minimalism will make you realize that it is so important that you need to understand how beautiful it is to embrace simplicity in life. So, yeah, the number one psychological impact that it will have on you, when you invite it into your life space, into your lifestyle, is that it will be seen in the form of reduced stress and anxiety in your lifestyle. The other day, I read a very beautiful line which said, "A place for everything and everything in its place." Can you understand the beauty of this line? Well, minimalism will ensure that you experience this line in your life personally. When you start decluttering, when you start the process of purging, and you actually embrace this concept of minimalism in your life, you will start seeing that you are able to organize things. You will start realizing that organizing things is so much easy because you have done that job of decluttering. So there is no such thing in your mind that it is so chaotic that where do I begin from. That will never be there in your mind anymore, because you have downsized it, you have decluttered it, and you have done that purging that was required to bring your house to a level where you can manage. So you have come to that stage, you have come to that level, and believe me, that is when the real magic will start happening, and that is you will start organizing things in such a beautiful way, and that will give you the confidence of bringing that high level functionality in your house, and your family members will be more than happy. And what else do you need, or what else are you looking for as a homemaker? The satisfaction and the feedback that you get from your loved ones in your house is like a kind of $1 million reward for you as a homemaker. So yes, with the concept of minimalism, when you start decluttering and downsizing things, that is when you are able to organize things in the most beautiful way. That is, there will be a place for everything, and everything will be in its place. Just imagine, you are thinking about something and you want everything to be in perfect harmony in your house, and everything should be functional, and here you're having the capacity to do that because you're able to organize things. It is not like everything is out of control, everything is chaotic. No, that scene will not remain anymore in your life. And just imagine how beautifully it will impact you psychologically, right? That means it will increase your productivity. It will make you understand that yes, now I can focus on things that is really necessary. Because earlier, what used to happen, I used to literally drain my energy in trying to maintain stuff. I used to literally drain my energy in keeping everything clean, and the volume was so huge because of the kind of accumulation I had done, because of the lack of knowledge of minimalism, that I used to literally get stressed out and drain my energy, as I said. Now, because of minimalism, what will happen is when I start organizing things in the most beautiful way, and I see that there are, such open spaces, such clear spaces in my house, I will feel so wonderful and clear, even at a mental level. As I said, the physical aspects will always impact me on a mental level. And yeah, the mental aspect will affect me on a physical level. So both the things are taken care of. Why? Because of minimalism. So it is so important that we understand what magic the minimalism can do in our lives. And yes, the second psychological impact that it will have on us is that it will actually increase our productivity and our focus. Because when I used to spend a lot of time in organizing a particular thing, now I'm able to finish it so fast because of the downsizing and the decluttering that I did. Now I'm able to put the same focus and my time and attention to other things as well. So my entire house is completely functional, and I'm not running here and there in the most chaotic way, and not doing anything at all, not completing any task completely at all. That is not anymore the scene at my house, because I took up this beautiful concept called minimalism, and practically I am putting it into my life so that I can increase the focus and productivity. As long as we remain ignorant about this concept of minimalism, and we go on accumulating, and we still don't know where to put a full stop, and we still don't know how much is too much, it will just go on increasing the stress in us. both mentally and physically. It will just increase our stress and anxiety, and of course our productivity, gets affected. But then when I take up minimalism, when I understand this concept of minimalism, what happens is I will start spending lesser time on managing things around the house. That is, for example, as I said, now that I'm able to organize things very beautifully and in the most, in the most relaxed way, now I have so much of time and energy left with me that I can invest in something else. So I will start taking up my hobbies. I will start taking up things that really interests me. The things that may not be directly related to homemaking, but anything that makes me feel good. I can take up those things now because I have that much time. Because of minimalism, I could increase my productivity. Because of minimalism, the stress level has come down, and now here I am, I can think about doing something more in life. That is such a magic, right? And also, yes, usually on the weekends, you know what happens, although we work throughout the week, but even in the weekend it is like, we have to do so many things so that we are again ready for the Monday to Friday thing that happens, right? Now if I adopt this concept of minimalism in my life, everything becomes so much under my control that I'm able to save that kind of time and energy, and I can spend it, with family members more. Because usually it happens, that we are so engrossed in keeping everything intact, we are so engrossed in keeping everything functional, that sometimes we literally don't find time to have that quality, togetherness, the quality time that we can spend with our family members. Most of our weekends will go in, chores and trying to organize yourself for the next week and all that. But if I organize it properly, and if I also include minimalism in it, then I will be having that comfort of that extra time which I can spend, and that will increase my well being and happiness. Just imagine how much it will enrich me psychologically, how much of relief it will give me psychologically. So, yes, minimalism is something that we cannot afford to ignore as a homemaker. And the more we understand the concept and the more we implement it practically in our lives, believe me, as I said, it will just work like magic in our, and it will really change our lifestyle. So I would highly recommend, and I would highly emphasize we understand this concept and put it into practicality. I hope you liked today's content. The intent of making this content was to share what I have started lately in my life, and this is something not so new. I have been trying it for many years now, but with, as I said, it is not going to happen overnight or something. You need to put this kind of thing into your life, and you need to keep practicing, and as you bring it into your life, it will start showing that impact on your lifestyle. So yes, you have to be ready for the efforts that it needs. And also, first of all, if we understand the importance of this, then we are halfway through. We just can embrace it very you know gracefully and beautifully, only so that it will enhance our lifestyle as well. So I hope you liked today's content, and please feel free to comment, and I would be looking forward to see all your comments so that we can take the discussion forward and share new ideas. And that's all about it in today's video. I hope you will think about this concept. I hope you'll make your own research regarding this, because yes, personally speaking, it is really, really giving me that kind of benefit that I was really looking for as a homemaker. So thanks for watching the video. Happy homemaking.